What's going on, folks? Nick Sanchez here, and we are back at it again with another quick review. So today we got a 2023 Chevy Malibu 1LT. Let me go ahead and read off some of the specs here for you. It's going to come with a 1.5 liter four-cylinder engine, so your horsepower is going to be at 160, torque at 184. MPGs are 27 city, 35 highway, and a 0 to 60 in 8.9 seconds. Now I have this one in this beautiful Summit White with the ash gray interior. But before getting further into the review, shout out to Roger Beasley Mazda, located in Austin, Texas, for giving me a chance to use the vehicle. If you are in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle and live in the Austin area, we got 3 convenient locations here for you. You can also check out the inventory at rogerbeasleymazda.com, and I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description down below. Now with that said, let's go ahead and get right into the review. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and get into the walk around. Left-hand side, you got Malibu badging. Right-hand side, the LT, you got the good old Chevy bow tie right there. You got the rear view camera just poking out. Go ahead and pan down. Nice and clean. Let's go ahead and check out that third tail light. Almost missed that. And let's go ahead and check out this Summit White. It's pretty clean white, not gonna lie. Overall, very clean and true to the Malibu silhouette. Let's go ahead and peek out the front. Got a nice chrome grille here with that golden bow tie. And let's go ahead and take a peek. On the other side, we got the 17-inch alloy wheels with the Chevy bow ties in the center cap there. You got that Malibu on the right-hand side in all chrome. And let's go ahead and head home to the back. And before taking a peek into the trunk, here's the key fob, lock, unlock. Looks like you got your remote start there, the trunk button, panic button on the back. And let's go ahead and check it out. Let's use the remote. And here we go. Yeah, Malibus tend to have a lot of trunk space. This is a lot of space here. Of course, the seats do fold down forward, 60-40 split. Let's go ahead and check out underneath. Got your donut there. And very simple, but yet very spacious. And check out the rear passenger seats. Left-hand side, you do have this brown hard plastic right here. This is more like a gray cloth-like material. Got an additional cup holder right here on the side. And then let's check out these seats in this ash gray. I must say, there is plenty of space back here. Of course, not as much as an Impala, but good amount of space. You do have the rear AC vents here. Down below, an additional charging port. Let's go ahead and check out the center, which you are going to have a couple of cup holders. Up above, you do have your pilot lights, as well as a little hook right there for any clothing or anything like that. The passenger side, rear passenger side, is going to have a cargo pocket right there, and the driver's side is not. Let's go ahead and give a shot of the steering wheel, center console, and infotainment center. Go ahead and check out the driver's side. The vehicle is locked. It does have keyless entry, so all you got to do is the key fob is in my back pocket. Just press it there, boom. And pretty much the similar setup with the brown hard plastic, the cloth right here, and then you have your windows, side mirrors, and then we do have your power seats right here with lumbar support. Let's go ahead and hop on in. And now we're behind the wheel of the Chevy Malibu. Side, you do have your lights as well as your gauge lighting right there. Down below, your hood release. And let's go ahead and check out the steering wheel. You got your cruise control setup right here, lane keep assist, Bluetooth, and then menus function right here. Nice Chevy bow tie in the center. And then your windshield wipers and lights right here. Okay, let's get this thing started. Foot on the brake. Let's push start. Alrighty. Here's your infotainment center right here. Let's lower down that volume. And then let's go ahead and check out the gauges right here. Left-hand side, you do have your RPM gauge. Up above, fuel. Right next to that, coolant. Bottom right, you got your miles per hour. And in the center, you have your information right there. Compass, what gear you're in, mileage. And then I'm going to go ahead and press on the buttons on the steering wheel here. See what additional options we have. So we have a couple of different options here. Before getting into the infotainment center, let's go ahead and check out the layout. So you do have this cloth-like material all throughout the dash, which is a nice touch. by Chevy. The AC vents, this is a little peculiar. This one is horizontally like that, and it's a little bit facing outwards, while this one is vertical and facing kind of towards you, although it is integrated into the dash very nicely. Thought that was just a little random, but I'm guessing you want more airflow on those sides anyways. Now looking at the upper portion of the dash, it is a nice hard brown plastic, and then getting below that you have your AC vents, and here's your infotainment center. A nice touch, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Let's check out the backup camera for you. And then completely touchscreen. So let's see what other options we have here. And you can actually control the AC from there. Although you do have hard buttons down below, which is a nice transition. So here are your AC functions: dual climate control, heated seats. It does look like you have the auto ignition off on option there, hazards. And let's go ahead and pan below that. Down below, way in the back right here, you got some USB ports, aux cable, an additional charging port right here, little cubby hole for your phone, your skid controls right here. Let's go ahead and pan back to the shifter, electronic parking brake, a couple of cup holders, and then a little additional cubby right there. Checking out the center storage, you do have this nice leatherette-like material. There's going to be a latch right underneath here. This thing lifts up, and there's a good amount of storage in here. No additional ports, but you do have like a little placement here for maybe a smaller phone or an iPod if you still use one. Okay, let's go ahead and take a glance at the passenger seat here. There's this button right here for the head adjustment, and let's check out the glove box. All right, up above you do have your rear view mirror, your SOS button right there, and the Chevy technology options, your pilot lights, and then here's your vanity. Let's go ahead and open that on up with the lights integrated into the mirror. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the seating space in the rear passenger seat. I do have the front passenger seat all the way back. Let's go ahead and get on in here. Now this seat is all the way back, and I actually have space. My knees are barely touching just the side bolstering of the seats, but for the most part, I got space up above, plenty of headspace. So if you're on the taller end, you should be okay. And yeah, I can say you can comfortably fit 2 full-size adults here. I mean, if you had a person who was a little bit more petite, they could probably fit in here relatively okay. For this front seat, though, if we were going on a little bit of a longer commute, I'd probably tell them to adjust the backrest or to scooch the seat just a little bit more forward. But overall, very spacious. And for reference, this is what the seating arrangement looks like. As you can see, the knees barely touch the side. On the inside, not so much. So yeah. Here is the engine, the 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine with the Ecotech badging. Nice little engine cover right here. And here's your battery and other coolants that you need. Overall, very clean and easy setup. No frills, but it gets the job done. All right, so here are the headlights. Let's go ahead and get a closer look. Very sleek design. Let's go ahead and check out the rear taillights. There you go. Very simple and functional design. All right, so let's go ahead and head on the feeder road here, and let's step on it. Let's check out 160 horsepower. And for the most part, I'm at 60 miles an hour. That is not too bad. Not too bad for the size of the vehicle. I'm actually kind of impressed. So let's go ahead and get into my opinion of the exterior and interior of this vehicle. Okay, so the Malibu, obviously classic vehicle by Chevy, multiple generations. So for the most part, there's nothing too crazy about it. It's a sedan. It gets you from point A to point B. But I will say that the Summit White is actually a very nice white. I do like the chrome Malibu badging on the sides. Now for the front grille, I'm not really a big fan of chrome. I thought it was nicely done. Obviously, there's a segment of the market that appreciates the chrome, as it's one of the staples when you think of something like a Malibu or an Impala. Now for the interior, it's a pretty simple setup. I mean, it's cloth seating, so it's nothing to write home about. But the seats, for the most part, are comfortable. This ash gray is nicely done. I do I do want to see other materials being used, but obviously this is a 1LT, so it's not going to be the top premier trim level. So I can't expect too much from that. The overall layout's pretty simple. It does feel pretty spacious the way the dashboard is just kind of way in there. I do appreciate the trunk space. I know there's a lot of people that are looking for that type of vehicle where you can go to the grocery store, put everything you need in there. Or maybe this is just a commuter and you have your kids with you and you need a lot of cargo space. Moving on to the technology, it is nice to see that Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is here. I feel like that's becoming more and more of a staple. It's just expected from the modern consumer. They want to plug up their phones. Everybody's on their smartphone nowadays, so it almost becomes a burden when you don't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto integrated into your infotainment center. So that's a nice touch. Also, that it's touch screen. I know there's other manufacturers that use the knobs on their center console to access that, and there's a portion of people that don't like that, and they just they want to touch the screen. They touch the screen on their phone all day, so why wouldn't that transition into the infotainment center on your vehicle there? As far as other safety features, it's nice to see that you have the lane keep assist, crash avoidance system on here, as well as the auto ignition button to shut that off, because there's some people out there, they just don't like that. I'm one of those people. I hate when the car turns off by itself. It just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like you're stalled out. But it's nice that they give you an option to turn that off. So that was a good move. In short, I think this is a pretty decent sedan. I mean, it's no frills. It's going to get you from point A to point B. And of course, what was it? The 27 city, 35 highway. That's going to be plenty of MPGs to get you to work and back without breaking the bank. And if you're in the market for something like this, shop your competitors, see what's out there. And of course, this one is actually pre-owned. So like I always say, check your Carfax, shop around for the best deal. And overall, not too bad of a vehicle, I say. And that's it for this quick review on the 2023 Chevy Malibu 1LT. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more car review videos, hit that subscribe button. If you want to leave your opinion on the Chevy Malibu, leave a comment down below. I do appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll catch you all in the next review.